Hi, my name is Sara McGlocklin, and this is my daughter, my feisty daughter, Marian. She's 3.5 and is fighting Niemann-Pick Type C, and we've traveled in from Pasadena, California. Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Hi. Say hi. Go. Hi. Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. When Marian was 9 months old, we began seeking answers to some puzzling symptoms for her. At first out of precaution and then with alarm. Marian couldn't walk. She had a speech delay and her muscles were weak. Her spleen was enlarged. She began, on Rare Disease Day 2017, we got the NPC diagnosis, what at the time felt like a death sentence, and Marian was only 18 months old. At this same time, Marian was thriving in many ways. Her eyes twinkled with adoration for her big sister, and she hurriedly crawled around trying to keep up with her. She laughed easily and with her whole heart. And she continued making progress in all developmental areas, but it was slow, and we worried that it was getting slower. We were in a panic to do something to help her, realizing every passing day this disease is doing damage that cannot be undone. We wanted meaningful neurological intervention as quickly as possible. We were willing to go absolutely anywhere. With early symptoms at only 18 months, even a few months wait could allow NPC to ravage her system, debilitate her abilities, or worse. Every breath felt heavy with this reality of Marian disappearing and not being able to get her back. Our first medical intervention was at 19 months. 1 month after diagnosis, we traveled from Los Angeles to Chicago every other week to receive a drug via compassionate use protocol to slow the neurological progression. Marian continues on this drug today, but now receives it much closer to home in Los Angeles. At age 3, we added an oral medication, hoping to provide additional protection. In addition, Marian does physical, speech, and occupational therapy twice a week each. After beginning treatment, every aspect of Marian's life improved incredible amounts. At 22 months, to our amazement, she began walking, her language exploded, she was no longer underweight, her energy, comprehension, and interaction increased, like someone flipped her light switch on. 2 years later, Marian continues making these gains in all areas, tremendous ones particularly in language and cognition. Today, she's in the average range in some developmental areas and making steady progress in the rest, and very happily, she's had no new neurological symptoms. However, it is always with us that without treatment, Marian likely would be immobile, non-communicative, or horrifically not alive today. However, thanks to early intervention, Marian is able to attend a regular preschool class and even went on a walking field trip, almost a mile round trip to the park, and she raced into school this day, thrilled to be like everyone else. She also takes ballet, and while it can be a struggle and she falls down a lot, she also beams with pride as she walks on her tiptoes and does the best ballerina twirls. The benefits of her treatment far outweigh any downsides, yet there are challenges like difficulty controlling diarrhea from her oral medication, missed activities for extra time to rest, and a demanding schedule that is packed with medical appointments and intervention services. The undercurrent of our lives is trying to stop and hold back this horrible disease, and it's a force that Marian confronts with every single thing she does in every single day of her life. She is filled with a deep strength. Beneath her smiles, she was always driving herself to go faster, try harder, and push longer. She rarely complains. She shows us daily that she wants to live and she's doing everything in her control to do so, but she needs help or she will lose. For our family, we hope for timely access to multiple therapies to form a cocktail approach to treatment. Our primary focus is stopping the disease in the brain, but we aspire to add in therapies to protect her liver, her spleen, and her lungs. We've accepted there will likely not be one magic answer to this complex condition, and we are willing to take on multiple therapies to hit the multiple areas necessary. A collection of some things is better than a big nothing. More options mean more tools to survive this variable but always destructive and relentless disease. We aren't scared or deterred by the chance of mild to moderate side effects for an effective drug because the horrors of NPC and what it does are far worse. We hope to see drugs that can benefit patients receiving early intervention by holding off the progression, maintaining quality of life, and approaching the problem from different angles. This is our dream as her parents. For Marian, at 3 years old, her dream is to be a ballerina, a makeup artist, a sister, a friend, and a kindergartner. Her dream is to live.